So what's going on, guys? Box here and welcome back to another episode of the MotoGP 21 career mode, and today we're going to be playing the next two rounds in our championship. Before we get into those two rounds, let's remind ourselves of the standings. It is Mazia that leads from Binder and then ourselves 28 points off of the championship leader Mazia. In the Moto2, let's have a quick look. Remy Gardner leads from Sam Lowes. In MotoGP, it's very much Yamaha dominated championship, with Vinales leading his teammate Quartararo by 48 points and Mir down in P3. So our next two rounds are going to be Misano and then out at Japan for Motegi. So I have behind the scenes started a negotiation with a team, and they've sent through that contract, and it is in the Moto2, as you can see here, the Petronas Sprinter Racing team in Moto2. We've got 14 weeks to decide whether we want that ride. I'm tempted by it. I mean, the thing with Moto2 is each team has the same starting performance, not like in MotoGP. So it doesn't matter what bike you go on, you're going to be at the same starting point. It's just about livery and looks, basically. So we can develop that bike. But we've got some time to decide. I am going to not sign for a Moto3 team. But if you search for factory rides here, you can see that we have got very low chances with these teams. Where are we? The Mark VDS team and so on, like the Red Bull team, VR46 team, very low at the minute, but they have the same starting performance as every other bike, so it doesn't really matter. So, I mean, I may end up signing with these, I probably will, just to make sure we get that Moto2 ride in the bag. But we're going to do another race anyway, and then see where we want to get to. So, before we do that though, do we have any potential upgrades we can do? Not quite yet. We're gonna have to get people back onto frame research so they can do that while they wait. And then what we'll do in the meantime, then we'll get down to San Marino and get into qualifying. Look at this, just under a tenth underneath of McPhee's provisional pole time. We're so close. We were down in the first sector and the first and second sector, brought it back in the third. What about the final sector? We were just under a tenth off. Oh, running wide there's going to cost us a bit of time, but plough for the line then. Cross we come. Oh, 4 tenths underneath of McPhee. We gained it all in the final sector. Brilliant stuff there. Okay, so we're starting on the front row of the grid, and we're going to be putting on a medium front tyre and a hard rear tyre. That's been our trusty combo all the way through this career mode season, this opening season. So we're going to stick with it. We're probably going to get beaten up at the start because, as we've been saying, the AI, there's a bit of inconsistency between their pace in qualifying and in the race. So that's a bit annoying, but we're just going to have to try and hold on for as long as we can. But we've got the best starting position possible. Let's see if we can convert that into some sort of win or podium, because we're only about 28 points off of the lead in the championship, so we're right there. We could steal it at the end if we have a good run of form at the end, but here we go then. Get ourselves a decent start. McPhee's back up the inside, but I'm not worried about that because McPhee isn't really in this championship fight. So McPhee getting ahead in the lead of this race early on shouldn't affect us too much. There's lots of crashes going on at the back of the field. But it is Mazia that's the main rival, and he's all the way down in P8 at the minute. His teammate Acosta's right behind me. So let's see if we can gain some points today. We're not going to do it like that. Completely outbraking myself there. Oh no. It's gifted Garcia and Acosta the positions there. We're now out of the podium spot. Let's see if we can get them back though. Try and get underneath at turn 10. But yeah, Mazia's the man to watch. If we can gain as many points as possible, I think that'd be brilliant. Here we go, through on both of them there. I'll take that. Keep using that Palmo 3. Now I know we're strong in the second half of the lap, but oh, there's a Costa. Brake nice and late into turn 14, make sure he can't get a sniff. But we fend off that attack from Acosta. And as I was saying, the second half of the lap, we know we're stronger, and stronger than the AI because of qualifying. So we've got to use that to our advantage. Mazia is in P7 and Darren Binder P8. So there's our championship rivals back there. So this is a good opportunity for us. If I can keep the momentum going, keep the pace up, if I can try and get a few more points off of McPhee and Rodrigo ahead, that'll be good for us in the championship. But the problem is, as you know, Acosta is rapid and he's right on the back of us. And he's going to be wanting to get through as soon as possible. And we're a little bit far off of McPhee to get a tow or an effective tow. Costa's tucked right in behind us, so Costa's all over the back of us. Oh, contact there on the exit. Onto this back straight, well, sort of straight. Still using power mode 3 down here, but Acosta, like I said, he's going to be a right pain for us. We're going to have to keep him at bay, or we could risk it, let him get ahead of us and see if we can hang on to the back of him, see if he can bridge this gap. But at least for the next few laps, I'm not going to give up a podium, no way. But if he's stronger than us, then it might be a tactic we can explore, but I need to close this gap down. We're at half a second back off of McPhee now. And we're bringing Acosta up to the back of these guys as well, so Acosta can put the pressure on these guys too. But we've done 2 laps now. Third of the way through this race. 45.1 from Acosta, 45.2 from us, so Acosta's definitely quicker than us, fractionally, and he's stuck behind us really. Someone's hitting the deck, and look at Acosta, he is so quick. I mean, I'm pushing like mad to try and close down this gap, and we've closed the gap to 3/10 now, so that's good. But Acosta just here and behind, he could just go quicker than us. Again, power mode 3. Just help us bring us up to the back of McPhee. We're going 2/10 quicker on this lap. Pretty late on the brakes into turn 8. Can't get that braking zone right. Again, Acosta are on the back of us. We're still 2/10 under on this lap, which is good. Don't want to start overriding the bike. Whoa! Acosta come flying into the side of us there. The front tyre is losing grip quite quickly, and McPhee going for the lead of this race. Rodrigo's going to line him up for the inside again, try and get him back. But we're using up quite a lot of front tyre at the minute, which is going to cost us in some of these braking zones, especially turn 8, which we're struggling anyway. It's the one weakness we seem to have around this circuit. Not quite able to improve on that lap. 45.4 I believe the time was. So 2/10 off. Oh, and Acosta's through. Acosta is through on us for now. Mistakes as the tyres are starting to go on the front. And now it's Acosta's turn to lead us. You can see I just can't get the grip through there. And Acosta's pulling away. We were going so well on that last lap, and then started this lap, just gone backwards. And Rodrigo back ahead of McPhee, so McPhee doesn't quite have the pace to pull away, or to lead in fact. But let's keep our head down. We've got 2 laps to go after this one. Oh, look at this. Lovely tight line underneath of Acosta. Even McPhee. Come on. Look at that. That was brilliant through there. Brilliant stuff. And now we're slipstreaming Rodrigo. Oh, we're stuck in behind him. God. Can't find a way through. It's so difficult to adjust the bike at top end speed like that. So Rodrigo, he's holding on for now. It's like, get a slight corner put there. 2 more corners to go. Oh, he's looking back and he's going defensive and he's weaving all sorts of shapes in that braking zone. What lap times is going to be? It's going to be another 45.6 this time, a little bit off. And Acosta's behind us now. I just saw that orange KTM and these first few corners are costing us time. And Mazia's in P7. I think we're being caught from the guys behind, to be honest. I have a feeling that's what's happening right now. Yes, look at that. Darren Binder P5 right there. With Toba, Mazia and Garcia. Come on, we're quick through this section. It's the first half of the lap where we're really losing time. But that was the same thing in qualifying, so sort of to be expected. Maybe we can pull off a wonder move through here, through turn 9 and into turn 10. Not quite. Come on, we need to get P2. All these points will help. Got one more lap after this one. 45.1's the fastest lap of the race from Acosta still. We can't quite break that. Our best is a 45.2. We're up on this lap a little bit. Power mode 3 and the slipstream helping us out. All over the back of Rodrigo. Run wide there. Pull it back down to planet Earth at turn 14. So let's line him up then. Find a way through. Power mode 3. Couple of tenths underneath. Fastest lap of the race there on lap number 5. Slow and steady as we get... Oh god, Rodrigo's all over the back of us. I'm struggling through turn 1 and 2. That's a little bit better though. Oh, look at that. Back round, what's his name? Rodrigo. And someone behind us crashed. Binder has crashed. Mazia up to P5. We're currently leading this race. Here on the last lap. Acosta's there. Rodrigo's there. Rodrigo coming back at us there on the exit of turn 8. Oh man. We're even up on our personal best time, which is the fast lap of the race, and they're still getting through on us. Come on Rodrigo, let's get him back. Power mode 3 slipstream around Rodrigo. He seems to be struggling for straight line speed down here. Through turn 8, that's better. Just about underneath. Maybe we could break into the 44s on this lap. No, we've lost a lot of time through that section. Around turn 14. Take it easy. Rodrigo holding on. Rodrigo's got Acosta to worry about behind. For me, just got to bring it home. Plenty of fuel on board. We can use power mode 3. Lots of time to us. And the guys behind. That was a good run through the final corner, but the exit was terrible. Here comes Rodrigo. Not quite able to across the line. It's a win in the bag for us. Just what we needed. Because, you know, this championship is so tight. And Mazia P5, I don't know where Binder is. Which means then the championship looks like this. Darren Binder, we've closed right up 1 point off. We're now only 14 points off of Mazia. Acosta's closed down the gap as well. He's only 29 points back. Minho as well, closing down Mazia. 35 points off. So it's all very close. Mazia leads. He's been leading for the majority of this season, but we're closing him down. And Avintia, we're in a pretty safe, relatively safe P4 in the team rankings, so that is good. But let's celebrate with the team. Another win. I think we've got another win. It's just 2 wins for us now. I can't remember. I really can't remember how many wins we have to our name this season. But it's a win in the bag nonetheless. I think we did get 1 victory. But I would take it. 25 points for our troubles. We're closing down the top of the championship. Could we become Moto3 champion in this opening season? Well, we've got 2 more episodes to go after this one, which means we've got 4 races plus the last race of this episode, so 5 rounds to go. Anything can happen still, but you've got to be clinical. You've got to score the points now. So I thought, because I couldn't remember if we had won a race this season. We actually have. We won the German Grand Prix, didn't we? That disaster of a race of a Grand Prix. So if you missed that one, go check out that episode. That will have been episode number 5, I think. So go check that one out. But pretty good season so far. 2 wins to our name, 14 races, 4 podiums, 9 poles. Very good for pole positions. But let's advance on then and head down to the Japanese Grand Prix. It's time to go racing then here for the Japanese Grand Prix. Let's put on some fresh tyres. It's going to be a medium front, hard rear tyre in case you couldn't guess. The hard rear tyre just works for us pretty much at every circuit, so we're going to stick with that. So let's go racing then. On pole position on the front row, we've got a Costa alongside us with exactly the same tyre combo. Mazia P3 with a soft and a hard tyre in, so let's see them. These last 5 races are going to be so crucial in the championship, especially with Mazia on the far right. He's going to get the inside line and he's probably going to get a decent jump off the line. He does. It's a Costa that comes barging through immediately into turn number 1, into P1, and here comes Mazia. He can run wide if he wants. Let's get back underneath of him. Yeah, look at that. Mazia is the important one to beat, and Darren Binder, of course. We could get P2 in the championship here. We're just 1 point off of Darren Binder. 14 points back to Mazia. But it is a Costa that leads. And the story of this season, probably in the real life Moto3 as well, is going to be a Costa. He is just some talent, isn't he? Age of 16. And Mazia nerfing us off wide completely. What is he doing? Wow, the sportsmanship from Mazia. He's getting none in return, I'll tell you that for free. But he's already onto the back of his teammate. Oh, I got some track limit warning there. I was trying to get alongside him and send it back up the inside. I am not happy with Mazia one bit. That is dirty tactics from the championship leader, trying to hold on to the championship lead. Well, he's going to have to watch out. I'm not taking him out, but I'm going to go for moves I probably wouldn't normally go for. Let's see if we can get alongside. Not quite. Come on. Slipstream, power mode 3. Let's see if we can outbrake him down the hill here. Here we go. He's right in the middle of the track, going quite defensive. Ha ha ha. Sorry. Not sorry. Just gave him a little bit of a nerf there on. Created our own opening there. This is going to be a tight championship between us and Mazia, I think. Our final upgrades on the bike have been coming and it's making the bike work very well. And we're back through. So, P2 then. Whereas we were at turn 1 pretty much. Well, turn 2 because it was about here we got Mazia back. So a lap later we are back in P2. And now we can mount a charge for Mazia. Not Mazia. A Costa, who's going to be harder to overtake, I think, than Mazia is. Pretty decent round there. Oh, no. Track limits for running wide on the grass, like I gained time. Right, this is where Mazia got us. He's coming in again, isn't he? The AI don't half run in hot and there's someone gone flying there. Someone went flying back there. But here we go then. Pedro Acosta. Don't know where we can get him. I feel like he's got better pace than his teammate right now. Oh no. Suzuki getting through on Mazia. That's what I like to see. Suzuki. There's home Grand Prix. Into P3 on the podium. Trying to get a podium at his home Grand Prix. Take a nice tight line round the hairpin curve at turn 10. Got plenty of power mode 3 to mount an attack on Acosta. Here we go. He's holding that middle line. I don't want to take a tight, horrible, narrow line at the bottom of this hill. I want to take a nice, wide, swooping corner, but almost ran on there. Missed our braking zone almost. Just about pulled it together. But we're through on Acosta then. That power mode 3 working well. And I think we're really maturing into our Moto 3 ride here. Fastest lap of the race. I know Acosta's somewhere up the inside. There he is. You can see his nose. I've run it deep at turn 1. Whoa! Rubbing levers. Mazzy is back into P3 from Suzuki. We've got this lap and then 2 more laps to go. So about halfway through this race now. A little bit wide there on the exit of turn 3. Entry to turn 4. But we've got a few tenths to Acosta. I think he's going to come at us. I mean, I know the AI brake deep into here. Take a very weird line into here. Look at that. Acosta went really deep there. He was on the green stuff. I'm going to put it in power mode 3 for probably about a lap. We are a lap over on fuel, so it's time to take some weight out of the bike. Let's use the extra power to try and pull away from Acosta. We've put 7 tenths between us and Acosta. Mazzy is there in P3. I don't want Mazzy to get Acosta. But it is Suzuki that's got the fastest lap of the race, only just from us. So he's the man with the pace. Let's bring... just pushing it too much at the minute. But we're still building the gap. 8 tenths now, pretty much. 8 tenths to Acosta. This is good, this is good. We've only got 2 laps to go after this one, and we're looking after the tyres pretty well. Nicely into turn 11, that was good. Whoa, we've got over a second now, back to Acosta. Out of the final corner, we've gone 7 tenths quicker. Almost 8 tenths quicker on this lap than our personal best. 201.2, that is fantastic. Ooh, a little bit of a track limit warning there. It was a mess up. Turn 1. There's a crash behind. I don't know who it is. But I'm going to put it back. Oh, I'm on the grass. I'm going to put the bike into power mode 2. I'm going to do power mode 2 for this lap, and then I'll save power mode 3 for the back straight on the final lap. Gap behind 1.2 to Acosta. Mazzy is there in P3. So let's see if we can bring the bike home. Just got to hit our apexes, hit our braking points as we take a horrible line through there. Right then, final lap. I felt like Acosta went quick on that lap, because he's closed the gap down to 9 tenths, 8 tenths. I know I went a little bit slower. By a little bit, I mean I went 7 tenths slower on that lap. So it's no surprise he got up a bit. And I've run it deep here. Oh man, tyre's starting to go. Struggling, 6 tenths back to Acosta now. Come on, I've got loads of fuel, so let's start using that here. Around the final corner then, we keep Acosta at bay. He's very much gapped. Who is now Darren Binder in P3, Suzuki P4, Mazzy P5. This could be our chance to close right up on Mazzy. So we're probably going to jump above Binder and potentially Mazzy. But Acosta's going to close up as well. We now lead the championship with 2 points ahead of Mazzy, 8 points ahead of Darren Binder, and 20 points ahead of Acosta. Acosta's on a charge. We're on a charge. The championship is starting to sort of spin on its head. A very good race from Suzuki, getting himself into P8 ahead of John McPhee there. Very, very good. I'll take that. And we are right behind Team Grazzini Moto2 in P3. 3 points off. So, let's see if we can fight for third in the team rankings as well. But back-to-back victories today. What a very successful episode. Really good form today. And we've pretty much almost fully upgraded this bike. So the bike's working. We're really matured into this season. And hopefully we can take that Moto3 championship. So if you are new around here, make sure you get subscribed for the rest of the season. 2 more episodes to go, and then we're hopefully in the Moto2. But for now, make sure you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one.